Guys, you know why the rules on SpeedRun.com are so strict about mods? Do you know why? Well, I think most of you do. The reason is because they don't want people breaking the game, right? They don't want people to accidentally, get some really cool mod. Basically gives them a very unfair advantage over vanilla. They want to make Minecraft speedrunning as close to vanilla as possible. So performance enhancing mods like Optifine aren't allowed because for Optifine you can remove fog and you can zoom, and that's not really that true to the original game. Now, for a long time that was fine. Even when they allowed calculators, I was still okay with that. I still thought calculators weren't that game. Although I was pretty against using calculators, I still ended up using it because it was like so fast. It was too big of an advantage to use. So that was that. But ever since they allowed SetSpawn, I was like, okay, this is kind of really concerning, because SetSpawn was the first change that I was genuinely absolutely not okay with, because I thought SetSpawn was kind of just breaking the game, honestly. Now, I'm telling you, SetSpawn is kind of dumb if you think about it. Because what SetSpawn does is it gives you the best possible spawn every single time during SetC speedruns. And I don't know if you guys have ever done anything like that. That's kind of bordering between the line of not allowed. Like that's spawn RNG is something that you should be resetting for. It's basically like Pog loot, but for spawn. It's like spawn juicer, but allowed. Basically, it makes it so that SSG runners don't really have to reset for good spawns anymore. And I'm not I think that's kind of breaks a core game mechanic, because spawning in a different place each time is a game mechanic, right? It's supposed to be obeyed, and it's supposed to work the way it does. Calculators is an outside tool. It's not breaking a game mechanic, because the game mechanic is still you throw Eyes of Ender to find out where the stronghold is. You can still use the A8 chunk coordinates, but I just kind of think that calculators, they were an outside source, right? They're not that game breaking because they're an outside source. So something that's inside the game, just pure vanilla Minecraft, if that gets changed, it's kind of a big deal if you think about it. Like, what mods do we use now that kind of really just changed the core vanilla gameplay? I think we use the reset mods, but that's just a reset. That's not affecting anything gameplay related. That's just for resetting. You're not playing the game like a normal speedrun when you're resetting. You're just kind of resetting seeds, and just adding the reset mod means you can kind of you know, not have to press a bunch of buttons to reset. It doesn't make your speed runs there any difference. You just kind of reset better. And something else we can talk about is those loading screen mods like Starlight or Phosphor or something. And I think those are not too bad. I think they're definitely a lot worse than the reset ones. But because I have a shit PC, they kind of did wonders for me. I didn't have to wait half a minute on loading screens anymore. They took way less, so I was happy with that. I feel that's just to cancel out hardware differences, right? Hardware differences means some people get way faster loading screens, and the loading screen mods kind of help with that, because if you have a complete garbage computer and you can't load worlds instantly, it's kind of not a you problem. So it fixes it for you. But SetSpawn is it's kind of broken. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you. SetSpawn is kind of really broken. Before I used SetSpawn, like my SSG times would like fluctuate. I would not really get on good paces every single run. But after I started using SetSpawn, I just felt like it just got so much easier. Like because like normally I was like spending like around 2 seconds just like running to the correct coordinates, and it's like because like if you get the optimal spawn, it saves like 1.5 seconds over your like normal spawn, basically on average. And that's kind of a long time if you're like an avid set seed player who like really just like doesn't care about anything but just faster times. Um, it comes down to the milliseconds, and if you can have such a big time save like that consistently, I think that's like it's really sus. World Preview was like you could reset for better spawns, right? But set spawn is you don't even have to reset for better spawns. It just gives you better spawns. Like World Preview means you can reset for better spawns more quickly. It's like the same thing as Starlight and Phosphor, except like you can see the world before it actually loads completely. I think that's fine. You're not changing anything in the world per se. You're just like you just get a look at it before it fully loads. Like you're not changing anything that's in the world or like how you spawn in the world, but you do that with set spawn, and that's what I just really don't like about it. It's very fast. It forces players to actually use set spawn if they want to like have a genuine and like not have a massive disadvantage, especially on single instance. Set spawn is like basically required if you're on single instance. If you're on multi instance, you could just like reset for good spawns, but if you're on single instance, like SetSpawn is kind of mandatory. And like you might be asking, like, why is it like not this the same as like just resetting faster? Because like on multi instance, like you get reset faster, and World Preview kind of cancels that out. Not really, but it was meant to. Like I feel like World Preview, it didn't really change anything that's in the world, and SetSpawn did that. So that's the thing I'm just not okay with, basically. I think SetSpawn is like kind of really stupid, and I want to say that it's, and I hate to say this, but I genuinely think it's the most game breaking mod that's ever been allowed in Minecraft streaming, even more game breaking than Optifine. So basically, it's about like my entire spiel with the SetSpawn. Yeah, I think I'll end this video now.